Hey, it's Michael Edward, creator of How to Crush Your Mental Blocks in 4 Weeks, which is a course that teaches you how to identify and remove those mental blocks that's stopping you from reaching your level of success. Hey, it's Michael Edward, and this week we're going to talk about passion is not enough for success. I know you've heard this over and over again in everything that you've read and all people teach, that all you need is passion, right? If you have passion, man, you're going to win. Well, I'm here to tell you, no, it's not enough. Passion is, like point number one, is passion what it means, all right? And when you define passion, it's a strong, barely controllable emotion, all right? Best suited to perhaps lovers when they first meet, all right? Now that's passion. And you know, they're together all the time. They can't basically keep their hands off of each other, etc. And that brings me to point number two, which is passion will wane. All right? Just like the lovers, sooner or later, they're going to get to a state where they can actually go out in public and grocery shop without the chance of, or at least minimized chance of, clothes falling off. You know what I'm talking about. And that's you know, that's sort of the passion will wane. All right? And when you're really excited about something that is leading you to your level of success, your dream, your goal, and you feel real passion for it, when it starts to wane, and it probably will, this is where passion is not enough for success. Okay? That takes me to point number three, and point number three is passion, drive passion to obsession. All right? Drive passion to obsession. Now, I know people say that obsession is a bad thing and so on and so forth. We're talking about a good, healthy obsession here. We're talking about, you know, well, I'm going to say the opposite first. The bad obsession is when you're not eating, when you're not sleeping, you're not maintaining, you know, quote, normal relationships, quote. That sort of thing is when obsession is beyond where you want to be, okay? Now, a good, healthy obsession is this. When you take your passion and you add in curiosity, that's obsession, okay? So think of it like this. Passion plus curiosity equals obsession. Now that's a good, healthy obsession, right? Hope that makes sense. Now, here's the challenge, though, is people will tell me, you know, Michael, I don't even know what I'm passionate about. All right, that's fair. We don't all have great passions. And sometimes what you need to do is to think about something that you're at least interested in. Now do research in that area, whatever it might be, and see how far that takes you. If you start getting more excited the more you learn, then, my friend, you're talking about a passion that you can build up to an obsession. All right? If you find that somebody tells you, you know, if you want to make more money, in order to make more money, you got to start an online business. Well, if starting an online business is just not something that you want to deal with, it's probably not your passion. It's probably not going to build into an obsession. And it's probably not a direction you want to take. You know, you might want to open a flower shop. Nothing wrong with that. People want flowers. All right? So when you start to find out what it is that you want to do, and you start researching it, and it excites you more and more, that's what you should do. Okay, I hope that helps in helping you define what you're passionate about. And, you know, I like to play guitar, right? And am I passionate about it? I suppose. I mean, it certainly builds my, it changes my mood. And sometimes I pick up the guitar and I'll play for a couple of hours. And I just get sucked into that guitar, you know? It's a symbiotic thing. But I'm not obsessed about it. I do not want to master the guitar, take it to that level where I could be a performer. It just doesn't, it's not an obsession for me. All I want to be able to do is to grab the guitar when I feel like it, play some songs, sing along, you know, tap the toe, that sort of thing. Now, in the you know, personal development field, that's totally different. When I went through my bad times and came out the other side, prior to that, I had been studying personal development. Not obsessively, but I was. I was curious, I was interested. But after, you know, the whole family and I broke up and I lost my job because my hands went bad and all that stuff, it started to become an obsession with me. I knew that I needed to build up my, you know, personal drive. I knew I needed to build up my development, you know. So I started going back over the books and programs and stuff that I had, and I realized that I'm building a passion here. And I realized that I want to learn more. So I started reading more books and getting more books and more programs and so forth and so on in the personal development field, various aspects of it. See, that is how I knew that this was the thing I needed to do. This is how I was going to reach out and help people. Because I always wanted to help people. All my life, all I ever wanted to do in all my careers was help. And this was the best way for me. Right? It may not be for you, but it was for me. And that's how I started to get obsessed in this whole industry. And then came the online stuff, and then came all the videos, and then came all the rest of that stuff. And frankly, most of the time, I have a really good time doing this stuff, right? And that is where the challenge comes in for you, is to figure it out. Find out what it is that sparks your interest. Flame it. See if it's going to, you know, go into the obsession level. And that, my friend, is where you want to go, all right? So the first step that I want you to take here is to write down various things. And don't forget about all the other people saying, well, you can't do this, you can't do that. Forget all about that stuff, right? We're not going down that road. Just make a list of things that interest you. Is it music? Is it athletics? Is it, you know, earning more money? Is it starting a business? Is it being the greatest parent in the world? Is it being the greatest teacher in the world? Whatever it might be. And then make a list and look over that list and see what kind of makes you feel good, what makes you feel the best. Now start researching it and see where it takes you. All right? So you can see how passion alone will wane. Passion alone is simply not enough for success. It's a good start, but it'll wane. It's not going to last. It's not going to hold you to sticking with it day in, day out over the long haul. All right? And that's about all I'm going to say on this subject of passion alone is not enough for success. I am Michael Edward. I want you to go out every day and enjoy, love as much as you can, and succeed.